Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me on just kind of this journey of really the completion of the Mogwai documentary, If the Stars Had a Sound. And what a wonderful opportunity it was to really be a part of all of it and to get to share all of it with everybody every step of the way. I really need to give a huge shout out and thank you to the band, especially Barry, for including me on a lot of the events going through, and it's just kind of the culmination or the completion of that entire process, which really began for the band several years ago with wanting to film a show kind of, as they were going into the process of making their 10th record, As the Love Continues, which came out in 2021. But obviously it grew into a much bigger project than that. So anyway, I just figured I would kind of go through the process of sharing what the Blu-ray looks like, which I received recently. Don't come at me, but it's something where I just kind of delayed in getting it. But now that everything is really wrapped up for the documentary, it's in everyone's hands at this point that wants it. Just kind of wanted to go through the process of really going through the packaging on it. So as you can see here, and it might take a second here, bear with me for a second. There we go. The back of it is really interesting because it kind of goes through a lot of the blurbs of what the film is about, or at least some of the high points of it. Obviously with the couple of awards regarding it being a Sheffield DocFest 2024 official selection, as well as the world premiere, which happened at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas in March of 2024. So I was fortunate enough to be able to kind of join that process and seeing the world premiere, and I've posted the Q&A that happened with the band afterwards as a result of viewing that film for the first time and having it premiere to the world. So anyway, without further ado, I kind of wanted to go through and open this up and just kind of show. It's really presented beautifully in this Blu-ray package, which does include the album premiere, the performance premiere of As the Love Continues, which was filmed in late 2020, but then premiered online in February 2021, just prior to the album dropping. So the Blu-ray version does include that. The DVD version does not. The Blu-ray version is beautifully packaged. You can tell it's kind of got this cardboard slip around it. The spine of it is very nice, just kind of with the entire image of, the bird in the sky, presumably somewhere in, over Glasgow or somewhere in Scotland. But anyway, it's really presented very nice. So I'm going to open it. Don't cringe too hard. I'm going to do this carefully. Allegedly. There we go. So there we go. Nice cardboard piece that again comes right off. The back of it, just a continuation of the photograph presented on the front cover. And then of course we have inside the case for the two discs, one of which was obviously loose. I like the design of this though, because this matches the poster for the album premiere, the performance premiere that happened, and obviously the design language for the entire album, as well as the Blu-ray disc for the documentary. Now the nice thing is about this is that the Blu-ray is region free, so it can be played on a number of Blu-ray players. So even if you order it somewhere else in the world, you should be able to play it, assuming you have a region free Blu-ray player. So anyway, that's the discs, and then along with it is this little set of photos. Now this is actually really interesting. I don't know that I've seen these specifically, but this looks like, let's see here. There we go. So just some promotional items. Mogwai If the Stars Had a Sound. So yeah, I was about to say, this looks like the cover for Hardcore Will Never Die But You Will, taken from New York City off of, what was it, the Washington Bridge? Something like that. But anyway, it's taken from one of the bridges looking towards this area, and was obviously not the one that was used for the album, because that one I think is a little bit more hazy and it's got a little bit of a different perspective. But it's kind of nice to see this included. Photographed by Antony, who directed the film. And then obviously here we've got some guitar pedals, if I could get them right side up, which they were to begin with. Yeah, it's hard for me to know. And then obviously it's kind of nice you have a set list up there. And it'll probably tell me in the back what this is from. So Osaka, Japan in November 2011. So that's a nice touch as well. Some of the gear or equipment from November of 2011. So a lot of these are obviously taken by Antony Crook. Looks like just kind of a way to showcase some of the work that he's done. And then obviously of the four guys there, looking dapper as always, with Every Country's Son in January 2017. And then this is obviously during COVID. You can see Stuart wearing the mask. Probably when they were recording As the Love Continues, which that's exactly what it was, November 2020. And then the guys here in some sort of tent. Big City Festival, of course, in Glasgow, June of 2024. So just last summer. There's somebody playing at the piano, maybe the theme to The Incredible Hulk. Just kidding. So there's Barry at the piano recording Every Country's Son in New York, January of 2017. There's Stuart sitting next to the piano, playing the guitar. I was just looking at the photo. January 2017, recording Every Country's Son. And then Dave Fridman, recording Every Country's Son in New York, January 2017. I apologize if I mispronounced his name. There's Dominic during the recording of Every Country's Son, 2017. There's Martin, same thing. And then last but not least, we've got this photo taken from November 2011 at the Zepp Club in Tokyo, where the audience was listening to Mogwai Fear Satan. So anyway, that's pretty much it. What a nice package, and delighted to have been able to share in this experience with everybody. But just really wanted to go through the physical component of this particular release, because I think it does deserve some attention. It's kind of nice that we've come to the completion or conclusion of this entire chapter in Mogwai's journey, and I'm sure that there will be more to come in the future. But it's really been an honor and a privilege to share it with everybody. And I hope that everyone has enjoyed it along the way. I know that I have, and I'm really, really excited to see what the future holds for the group. And just thank everyone for watching this and seeing this, and we'll see what unfolds. Thanks.